Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.
So my girlfriend asked me a question. It was very interesting and it opened up a dope conversation. She asked me where is my heart and where is my head? And funny enough, the type of day I had today was kind of feeling like my life was sort of at this plateau. Like things are going smooth, things are like consistent across the board, but more or less a plateau, like a flat line. And sometimes that can seem a little mundane, but in reality, I've reached a level of consistency across the board and a lot of things, uh, whether it's financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and even creatively, especially when it comes to creative. When it comes to the creative side, at least, I'll speak to making songs in particular. Like I've been making songs real fast and like producing content real fast, and I realized that there's a level of consistency that you can reach to where you somewhat feel like you're still not doing enough. And we got into the conversation of how and why. So it's almost like, for example, when I do yoga, like I be doing the same yoga exercises. I look at the same yoga videos. And at some point, it starts to feel like I'm not really stretching my body because I've done these same routines so many times that it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. So I need more. Essentially, my life has been feeling like that too. Especially when it comes to like my art, my music, creating content, all that stuff. I've been doing a lot in retrospect. Like when I look at everything, I'm like, damn, I actually did a lot this month. This first month in the new year, I've done a lot. Like I released like probably like 4 songs. um I put out hella pieces of content, stuff like that, right? But now it's like I'm learning where my need and my desire to do more is coming from. So it's like because I'm so used to making songs quickly and putting content out so quickly, now it feels like I need to do something more to move the needle for myself. When in reality, I'm in the place that I've been trying to get to as far as consistency, as far as output. But what does that mean in regards to like burnout, in regards to like, being present with yourself and with the things that with the grass you've already been watering. So that's kind of what I broke down to my girl. Like, I feel like I've been taking my time watering my own grass and really just like learning how to appreciate that in a way. It's weird. It's so weird. Um, but yeah, we got into a whole discussion about it, and it made me realize I'm very quick to be a lot harder on myself because I don't take time to realize that I'm doing the work I said I wanted to do. So if you're feeling like you're not doing enough, take a hard look at the things you're already doing. Um, a lot of a lot of creatives, a lot of creative people do a lot and still feel like they're not doing enough based on results that they might be seeing, whether it's, for music artists, the number of streams you got, the number of listeners you have, or if you're putting out content, the amount of views you get in, the amount of followers you have, stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I'm learning to like take life in bite-sized chunks and understand that like damn, like every single moment in my life doesn't have to feel like climbing a mountain or like I'm looking at the mountaintop moving towards it. Some moments will be plateaus. They say there are peaks and valleys in your journey, and right now I'm at sort of like a plateau. Like I've climbed up to this point and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm in a cool spot. It's not really too many ups and downs, but I'm in a good spot and I need to know and learn how to appreciate that. Um, if not, if you don't know how to appreciate that, or you don't, if you're out of tune or out of touch with that gratitude you should have for where you are, then you're going to feel like you're not doing enough, which will then lead to you burning out. because in reality, I'm doing a lot right now in many different aspects. So I should be grateful for that. Yeah. Um, I do want to speak real quick to like having guests on the podcast. That's something I recently did and recently got into. A friend of mine really encouraged me to do it, and I found that you shouldn't do the things that you're not ready to do, or like don't do things. How can I say this? Understand when to say no. Like, don't do things just because other people want you to do them, or even if it seems like a good idea as it's presented by other people. So one of those things recently was having guests on my podcast when this is the Solo Dolo podcast. Like, my podcast was always meant for me to just come on here and vent, give my, my food for thought, peace of mind, whatever you want to call it. And since adding guests to the platform, it has become a thing that is not as enjoyable as it once was. Like, my first episode, my first intention was to just decompress after work, decompress from the day, decompress from my rigorous life of trying to be all that I am. And so I don't think I'm going to fully move away from having guests, but I think for right now, I'm definitely going to take a break. And that's okay. Like, I'm learning that it's okay to say no to not just to people, but to ideas that you may not be ready for. Or I'll say this. I think the things that give you the most excitement, eventually those things will lead to the right results. So, for example, with my first one of my podcast episodes that really started going viral was when I actually got into the flow of speaking to myself with this platform. And what I should have did was take that as a sign that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So not only did it yield results, but it also felt good. It didn't feel forced. Lately, having guests on the podcast has felt very forced. It has turned this thing into a job, which I don't want it to be. I want it to be something that I still enjoy, that people still enjoy. And yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. It was cool to have guests and everything, but I think for right now, we just gonna go back to rocking out Solo Dolo. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing that, man. I don't see myself having guests for a little minute. And that's okay. That's cool. I don't even know what else to say. Like, this is my first solo episode in like a long time, like probably a couple months, and that's crazy. But yeah, learn how to show gratitude for where you are, because if you don't, you're gonna feel like you need to do way more than what you're actually doing. And I'm learning to take life in bite-sized chunks. Like, take it one step at a time. Don't think you have to finish the whole plate in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like you have to build the whole house in one day or climb the mountain in one day. You can take breaks. It's okay to take breaks. That's the moral of the day's story. Take a break when you need it. Damn. I wish I could give y'all more. I really wish I could. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sitting here pausing in between my words and stuff because I feel somewhat guilty that I haven't done this in a long time and that I haven't given myself to my platform or just had that exchange in this way in so long. And so forgive me if you see me like pausing on my words, but like, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, truly. It's 7:28 a.m. right now. I was supposed to record this episode last night, but I was tired, and I was just like, bro, like, y'all probably can see it, but like, I don't know. Maybe I got the bags in my eyes. My eyes always look baggy though, for the most part. Not always, but sometimes. But yeah, I just woke up not too long ago. Like, I just kind of been up on my phone, scrolling. I'm probably about to get back to talking about the music that I have out, because like some of the viral clips that I've posted from this podcast have come from me talking about songs that are out. So, and that's only because a lot of the songs I put out, like I actually put real conversations in it. I don't just make songs to like have like party music or like, you know, it's like real conversations. Every song that I put out, I make songs with great intention. So, yeah, check out my music. Shameless plug. That's what that is right there. But trying to see what else I want to cover while the sun is still coming up. Because once that sun start coming through that window, this lighting, washed away. Like right now, you can see little wrinkles in my shirt and all that. Oh, I know what we should do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up something that I have for y'all. It's really for me, but for y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a special shout out again to my homegirl Kennedy Ryan because they sent me a shirt that I had already bought, but I actually lost. I was at her show. I forget when this was. It was probably in like maybe this was that December? Maybe November. Maybe November, December. But I went to her show and I remember buying this whole package to where, you know, you do the meet and greet, get a shirt, all that good old stuff, right? And somehow, I don't know where along the lines, I lost my shirt. I may have dropped it in the parking lot, whatever. I shot them a DM, shot Kennedy and her manager a DM, and they sent me the shirt back. So I forget what the shirt even said. That's why I was so mad. I was like, bro, damn, like I really lost this shit. But let me open this up. We're just gonna do the unpackaging right here. And I just want to give a shout out because it's like that matters to me. Like being able to look like there's a little note. But yeah, when people do stuff like that, like they didn't have to send me another shirt, but like when you do stuff like that, it deserves praise. It deserves to be brought to the light. Like I appreciate y'all for doing that. If y'all didn't know, so this is the shirt. More than capable. That's what it was. Yeah. See, I like affirmation type stuff. More than capable. Kennedy Ryan on the back. That's hard. Yeah, I'm a big believer in like affirmations and speaking good about yourself and wearing things that like really represent the frequency you want to be on, the energy you want to hold. Next level apparel, and it's sustainable. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, go check out Kennedy's new music. She's always dropping new stuff. So yeah, follow her. Appreciate y'all for the shirt. Let's see what this note says. I think it's a note. Let's see. Hey, superstar, keep doing your thing. You're destined for endless opportunity. Hey, Jasper girl, LOL, always with love. Kennedy Ryan. Oh, that's sweet. That's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna hold on to this. That's nice. All right. Well, y'all, I think that wraps up today's episode. I don't think I really have anything else to say. I'm glad to be back. That's one thing for sure. I'm glad to be back to this because all that other stuff was a lot. Talking about, you know, we can get into it later, but like, yeah, we definitely taking a break from having guests. This is much easier, much more relaxed, much more unserious because as you can see, I don't care if I mess up, if I stumble on my words, whatever, if I pause for too long, I don't care. You're going to get this content one way or another. So it's your boy, Chris Elvis. You just rocked out Solo Dolo with me after a long time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Blessings on to you.
Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.